I was introduced to that allowed me to learn about this
The
belief.
concept of God.
Yeah, and all of the things that go with it, all of the ways that you worship God, and all of that. So this is what was more attractive to Islam to me, that actually brought me into choosing it as my way of life, because it was concise. You know, it was like everything's there for you. There's no question about if there's something that you don't know, there's always the Quran or the Sunnah of the Prophet. You know, whereas in my Christian practice, I didn't feel like I had that.
So you had the fundamentals, you had the let's say the foundation of your faith, and you know it's there and it is explained. And
right, it was all clear. And
all
you
clear.
get it from the Quran or you get it from the Sunnah of the Prophet. So that was good for me.
Alhamdulillah. What is the most challenging duty for you as a Muslim?
The most challenging duty.
Yeah. It's a challenging question.
Yes, it is. Well, it used to be fasting, but now I have, you know, conquered that.
Alhamdulillah.
I think the salat is the most challenging.
Wow.
And the reason why is because if you are operating in today's world where you work and you have other duties, you know, and especially in the West.
Busy life.
Yeah, in the West where we don't have masjids that are like easily accessible. We don't have shopping malls where you can actually stop. That's one thing I appreciate about living here in
Kuwait,
the Middle East, where you could actually stop and make your prayer. So I used to have, in my very beginning years of being a Muslim, you know, I worked an 8-hour day, and I had the kind of job that I couldn't stop. When I was a teacher, you can't just stop and make your prayer, you know. So sometimes I would have to go home in the afternoons, you know, and make up 3-4 prayers sometimes.
Wow.
So that I would have to say that, you know, that would be a
Challenging.
challenge for me.
What is the nearest ayah or hadith to your heart?
Oh gosh. For some reason, when I hear Al-Qari'ah, I get a special feeling.
Wow.
So I guess I would have to say that one.
MashaAllah.
Yeah.
And how do you define Islam from your own perspective, your own words? How can you put a sentence that you can define Islam?
A sentence that I can define Islam. Okay.
From your own perspective.
Okay.
As an American Muslim.
A sentence.
Yes.
Okay. Islam is precise. Okay. And I think that would be the only sentence that I can say, is that it is precise and that it leaves no stones unturned. That if there is an issue, all you have to do is open the Quran,
and look
or
for it.
look at the life of the Prophet Muhammad. Ask yourself, okay, how would he have dealt with this thing? You know,
MashaAllah.
And or if you know, so this is what I would say.
Search it. You have something, search it.
Yes.
MashaAllah. What do you want? We are on Kuwait TV. We have a large audience out there. What do you want to say to our audience, our viewers about Islam? What do you want them to know?
Okay, I would think that I want them to know that Islam is a gift from Allah that they should not take for granted. They should not think lightly of it. You know, they should not say, oh, well, I'm Muslim, you know, and I pray 5 times a day and I fast
Maybe
during
born
Ramadan.
Muslim.
Yeah. You know, just don't take your Islam lightly.
For granted.
Yes. And in doing that, you should always remember that all decisions that you make in your personal life, in your business life, in your governmental life, should always be in line with the Sunnah of the Prophet and the Quran. always. And if you come back to that and you see that maybe there are some things that are not that way, then
Well,
you have to change it.
exactly.
You have to be the right way.
Exactly.
And those are the examples that we have.
Exactly. How about our non-Muslim viewers?
What would I say to them? Okay, to our non-Muslim viewers, I would have to say that don't be so narrow-minded. Don't close your mind to understanding new ways of life. A lot of non-Muslims, they don't want to even know about Islam. They don't want to even hear about it. And I don't know why. Is it because they're fearful that if they hear about it, since it is the truth, that they may embrace it? I don't know. But so my message to them would be to open your mind, allow yourself to understand, at least understand what Islam is about. You may be surprised what you find.
Subhanallah. They might be thinking the opposite, that Muslims are the one who are narrow-minded.
Yeah.
But as we can
true.
see from your experience and from other sisters and brothers' experience, that they studied, they covered the whole horizon, religions of the horizon before moving into Islam. So we can say that Muslims are educated about all maybe other religions.
Okay.
Even people who were born Muslims. Like I can speak of myself, that I think I looked into all religions in the world. I could find something that I can read about, and I am happy with Islam.
That's good.
Alhamdulillah. A message that you are in Kuwait TV, and a message that you can pass to your family. Maybe they are watching you now.
To my birth family, you mean my mother, my sisters, brothers?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah,
Yes.
well, it would be the same, since none of my well, actually my two sons, I have 4 children,
MashaAllah.
and they're all adult now, and out of my 4 children, my 2 sons are practicing Muslims.
MashaAllah.
So to all of my non-Muslim family, I would have to say the same thing that I would say to all of the non-Muslims who are not my family, and that is, you know, give it a try. Look, you know, read, understand, study Islam, and, you know, just open your mind and try to at least get the information. And then once you have it, you can compare what you believe with what Islam teaches, and then at least you can say you have made an informed decision.
Wow, okay.
You know?
What a great ending for our episode tonight. Search, look for information about Islam. Information, if it's not beneficial for you, it will never hurt you. Thank you, Ms. Sakinah Freeman, for your time and for joining us tonight. Dear viewers, with this we conclude our episode for tonight. Thank you for joining us.
صلوا على النبي 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 رضيت بالله ربا وبالإسلام دينا رضيت بالله ربا وبالإسلام دينا وبمحمد صلى الله عليه وسلم سلم نبيا ورسولا رضيت بالله ربا وبالإسلام دينا
and in Islam that it's, it has the answers. That's really all I can, it has the answers for your questions, and that it is a religion of peace, and but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your own words
Yeah,
are,
my own
are
words,
enough,
yeah.
of course. We are in Kuwait TV, and hopefully this is shown for the world. What do you want our viewers to know about Islam?
Okay. Kind of the same thing, okay, that, Islam, I want them to be open and to use their minds, to not listen to everything that they hear, from the media, even from the government, stuff like that.
Wow.
For them to, to really search
for the knowledge.
themselves, to search for the knowledge, not to go by what someone tells you. And to seek out the actual source, because many people, they'll go look on the internet, and even on the internet you might find information that's not correct. So for them to, to go to the source itself, to get a Quran, get a Quran. Don't go read the Quran online because it might not be correct.
MashaAllah.
To actually get the Quran. If you can read Arabic, read it in Arabic.
Find reliable sources
but
for
to find
knowledge.
a reliable source.
Yes.
And if it's English, like for me, my family in the U.S., I would tell them to get an English translation of the Quran, to read it from front to back or back to front.
MashaAllah.
And not to just pick little pieces, because a lot of people like to pick just small pieces.
You mean study it?
To study it from the beginning to the end.
MashaAllah.
And
MashaAllah. With this, dear viewers, we conclude our episode for tonight with our sister Malaka Smith, and her last words for you is to study from reliable sources about Islam.
Yes.
We thank you for your patience with us tonight. Thank you, Malaka, for being here.
صلوا على النبي 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 رضيت بالله ربا وبالإسلام دينا رضيت